conducting an investigation into Epstein's network and connections to powerful people. And they decided to subpoena Bill and Hillary Clinton for closed-door depositions. They want the Clintons to come in, answer questions under oath, explain their connections to Epstein. Standard congressional investigation stuff. Except the Clintons looked at that subpoena and said, "This is a trap." They sent back a 4-page letter to the committee chairman, explaining why they won't comply. And the letter is scorching. It basically accuses the committee of running a partisan witch hunt designed not to find truth, but to create a perjury trap that would result in the Clintons going to prison. The letter says the process is literally designed to result in our imprisonment, and that the Clintons will forcefully defend ourselves against it. Think about how significant that is. Congressional subpoenas have legal weight. You can be held in contempt of Congress for defying them. You can face criminal charges. But the Clintons are so convinced this is a setup that they're willing to risk contempt rather than walk into what they see as a perjury trap. And honestly, they might have a point, because if you look at who's running this investigation, it's Republicans who have spent decades attacking the Clintons. If you look at the context, it's happening under a Trump administration that has openly called for Clinton's prosecution. If you look at the structure, it's closed-door depositions where anything Clinton says could be twisted and used against him. So the Clintons are calculating that it's safer to defy the subpoena and fight it in court than to actually testify and give Trump's allies ammunition. But they're not just playing defense. They're going on offense hard. Clinton's spokesperson came out and directly accused Trump's Justice Department of hiding Epstein files, said that the selective releases make it clear that someone or something is being protected. That's a massive accusation. That's saying the DOJ under Trump is engaged in a cover-up. That they're protecting powerful people by controlling what gets released and what stays hidden. And Clinton himself went on television and doubled down. He said there's no need for protection and demanded that DOJ immediately release any remaining Epstein files that mention him or show him. Put it all out there. Complete transparency. No redactions. No selective leaks. Everything. Come on. That's calling Trump's bluff. Because Trump has spent years positioning himself as the transparency candidate on Epstein. He campaigned on releasing all the files. He said he'd expose the elites, but then he spent a year fighting transparency and only released files when Congress forced him. So Clinton is saying, okay, tough guy, if you really want transparency, release everything about me and everything about you, and let's see who comes out looking worse. And here's the really clever part of Clinton's strategy. By demanding his own files be released, he's making it impossible for Trump to refuse without looking guilty. Because if Trump's DOJ says, no, we're not releasing everything about Clinton, then it looks like they're protecting Clinton, which makes no sense, given the partisan dynamics. But if they do release everything about Clinton, they have to release everything about Trump too, and Trump doesn't want that. Trump has spent a year trying to hide his Epstein connections. So Clinton is boxing Trump in. Either release nothing and look like you're covering up, or release everything and expose yourself along with Clinton. It's a political checkmate move.